Alright, so here's my collection of my GameCube games from over the years. Here's my entire collection of all of my GameCube games. Alright, so starting off with my first game here is Mega Man X Collection. Mega Man X Collection. So here's Star Wars Rogue Leader, Rogue Squadron 2. Man, this game looks so good. The graphics are amazing. If you guys haven't played it, I can't believe they haven't done a remake or remaster to this game. We have Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. It's a slash third party, second AA party type of game from Nintendo. Another great game. We have Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes. This double pack, double disc CDs. Controversial game when it comes to the cutscenes and all the exaggerated things that they've added, but it was still a fun game. Here we have F-Zero GX, the last official Nintendo made F-Zero game with the help from Sega. And there literally hasn't been one since then. I know they might have released a few on the Game Boy Advance in Japan only. I think it was just one. But hopefully we get a remake, remaster soon. F-Zero GX. Here we have the classic Super Smash Bros. Melee. And this box is so beat up because I used to take it to my friend's house. Oh look, I forgot I have memory cards in here. Oh man, I forgot I had these memory cards. But yeah, the booklet is beat up. It's one of those games that man, I played the heck out of this game. And anyone who hasn't seen the disc, they are really tiny. Tiny, tiny discs who've never seen. So yeah, Super Smash Bros. Melee. And here I have Soul Calibur 2, one of the best ones. Best fighting games I've played in a long time, especially in that era. And it's even better than the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox version because it has Link. He was prominently featured. It's amazing that they got him in there, and I'm surprised there hasn't been a remake, re-release of this game. So good, so good. And here I have Capcom vs. SNK 2 EO. This is one of those first fighting games that I learned how to actually play fighting games correctly. It was a tough game to learn, especially when I was trying to figure out how to do moves. But yeah, this was such a fun fighting game. It was challenging to learn people's moves, but this is one that taught me a lot about fighting games. This was so fun. And I think this is actually a hard version to find, the GameCube version. But yeah, I'm glad I still have this. Alright, next, one of my favorite games ever made, Metroid Prime. This game still looks amazing, and that the Switch version is out in fully redone graphics is sick. So good. Metroid Prime. One of the first games I've ever replayed. That prologue in this game is so good. And here I have Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. I got this game way after it released, probably years later. It was a good game, but yeah, it's... Oh yeah, I forgot I have this bonus disc that I found somewhere else. Yeah. Another great Metroid game, but it's such a tough game. It's way too hard in some areas, some of the bosses. It can get frustrating. Yeah, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. And one of my favorite Resident Evil games on that system, Resident Evil 4. If anyone who doesn't know, this game started on the Gamecube first. And the graphics look better than they did on the PS2. 2-disc. Such a classic game if you were there when it released. But my favorite game first Resident Evil game that I ever beat was Resident Evil Remake on the Gamecube. This game looked amazing and it still does. Also a double disc game. This one, I have so much nostalgia for this because this is the first Resident Evil game I ever completed, and coming from what they did in the PS1, this game looked insane and it still plays amazing. I completed this one too, Resident Evil 0, but this one has a lot of issues because it's such a tough game, unfair at times, but it was still a good experience. It was actually very creepy as well, with the leech man that follows you. Here's Super Mario Sunshine. I have nostalgia for this game even though it has a lot of problems with the controls. It was still a fun game for what it is, but you can tell it was unfinished. But here is Super Mario Sunshine. One of my favorite new games, Pikmin. From back in the day, Pikmin 1 was a brand new IP from Nintendo, and this is such a classic. And the fact that you can buy this now on the Nintendo Switch. Pikmin 1, love this game. My first Tales of Symphonia action RPG. The Gamecube. This game was my first introduction to that type of a style, and I loved it. Also a double disc. Love, love, love Tales of Symphonia. And finally I have... So this was a bonus, The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. This was a special edition from... I ended up getting an instruction booklet from Nintendo Power. So this is a Kmart exclusive. Kmart exclusive. When I pre-ordered it back in the day, I ended up getting Ocarina of Time and The Legend of Zelda The Master Quest. So this was never released. So this is one of those collectibles that's hard to find. You can buy them on eBay, I think. But yeah, I am so lucky that I pre-ordered this. So now I have these hard to find games, and this is a special edition. Alright, so that's the end of my GameCube collection. Let me know down in the comment section below what your favorite GameCube games are, if you even owned one, and which GameCube games do you want Nintendo to officially and eventually release as a remake / remaster for the next system. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.